Q8009. Pin knot clusters are permitted in wood aircraft structure provided. A. They have a small effect on grain direction. B. They have no mineral streaks. C. No pitch pockets are within 12 inches. The correct answer is A. When it comes to pin knot clusters in wood aircraft structures, they may be permitted provided they have a small effect on grain direction. They have a small effect on grain direction. Pin knot clusters refer to groups of small knots in the wood. If these knots have a minimal impact on the grain direction, meaning they do not significantly alter or weaken the direction of the wood fibers, they may be considered acceptable in wood aircraft structures. It is important to ensure that the overall strength and integrity of the wood are not compromised by the presence of pin knot clusters. Q8010. The cantilever wing uses. A. External struts or wire bracing. B. No external bracing. C. The skin to carry most of the load to the wing butt. The correct answer is B. A cantilever wing is specifically designed to be self-supporting, meaning it does not require external struts or wire bracing for additional support. The wing structure itself is designed to withstand the forces acting on it without the need for external bracing. Q8011. Laminated wood is sometimes used in the construction of highly stressed aircraft components. This wood can be identified by its A. Parallel grain construction. B. Similarity to standard plywood construction. C. Perpendicular grain construction. The correct answer is A. Laminated wood is made by gluing together layers of wood with the grain running in the same direction. This creates a material that is stronger and more dimensionally stable than solid wood. Laminated wood is often used in the construction of aircraft components because it can withstand high stresses and it does not warp or twist easily. Q8012. When patching a plywood skin, abrupt changes in cross-sectional areas which will develop dangerous stress concentration should be avoided by using A. Circular or elliptical patches. B. Square patches. C. Doublers with any desired shaped patches. The correct answer is A. When patching a plywood skin, it is important to avoid abrupt changes in cross-sectional areas to prevent dangerous stress concentrations. Circular or elliptical patches. Circular or elliptical patches provide a gradual transition in the cross-sectional area when patching a plywood skin. This helps distribute stresses more evenly, reducing the likelihood of stress concentration and potential failure, as they help avoid dangerous stress concentration by providing a gradual transition in the cross-sectional area when patching a plywood skin. Q8013. Glue deterioration in wood aircraft structure is A. When a joint has separated and the glue surface shows only the imprint of the wood with no wood fibers clinging to the glue. B. When a joint has separated and the glue surface shows pieces of wood and or wood fibers clinging to the glue. C. Any joint separation. The correct answer is A. Glue deterioration in wood aircraft structure is indicated when a joint has separated and the glue surface shows only the imprint of the wood with no wood fibers clinging to the glue. This indicates that the glue has failed and the joint is no longer able to support the load. Answers B and C are incorrect. Answer B is incorrect because the presence of wood fibers on the glue surface does not necessarily indicate that the glue has deteriorated. Answer C is incorrect because not all joint separations are caused by glue deterioration. Joint separations can also be caused by other factors, such as overstressing, improper assembly, or damage from impact or vibration. Q8014. Compression failures in wood aircraft structures are characterized by buckling of the fibers that appear as streaks on the surface. A. At right angles to the growth rings. B. Parallel to the grain. C. At right angles to the grain. The correct answer is C. Compression failures in wood aircraft structures exhibit distinctive characteristics, primarily manifested as streaks on the surface that run perpendicular to the grain. These streaks result from the buckling of wood fibers, which is a consequence of compression forces. It is important to note that wood fibers possess their highest strength parallel to the grain, while their weakest direction lies perpendicular to the grain. Therefore, when wood is subjected to compression, the fibers buckle and fail predominantly in the direction of least strength, which is perpendicular to the grain. This phenomenon explains the appearance of streaks along the surface of the compressed wood structure. Aircraft C.